Welcome to the prehistoric ocean, a realm where the ultimate apex predator once ruled supreme. This is the true story of Megalodon. For decades, pop culture has portrayed Megalodon as just a gigantic, upscaled clone of today's great white shark. But recent scientific discoveries reveal a startling truth. They belong to an entirely different family called Otodontidae. Megalodon actually looked less like a sleek great white and more like a heavily armored, bulky tank of the deep. With a short snout, small eyes, and an elongated body, it was a unique, terrifying biological masterpiece. Long before modern paleontology, ancient civilizations discovered Megalodon fossils and came up with wild, mystical explanations. In 73 AD, Roman historian Pliny the Elder wrote that these massive teeth were actually petrified human tongues. Roman folklorists believed these objects fell directly from the sky during lunar eclipses, calling them tongue stones. In reality, these tongue stones belonged to a mouth so massive it could easily swallow an entire couch. A single Megalodon jaw contained roughly 275 razor-sharp teeth, meticulously arranged in 5 dense, terrifying rows. The largest Megalodon tooth ever discovered measures an astonishing 7 inches, nearly 3 times the size of a great white's. These teeth weren't just sharp, they were incredibly thick and robust, engineered specifically to shatter dense whalebone. This devastating dental arsenal was powered by the most crushing bite force in the history of our planet, generating up to 40,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. Its bite was 10 times stronger than a great white. It possessed 3 times the bite force of a Tyrannosaurus rex, easily capable of snapping a small whale completely in half. To sustain this immense power and size, Megalodon possessed a secret biological superpower. It was partially warm-blooded. Geochemical analysis of fossil isotopes proved that Megalodon maintained a body temperature 7 degrees Celsius, warmer than the surrounding ocean. This regional endothermy kept its massive muscles warm, allowing it to swim faster and hunt much more efficiently. Being warm-blooded also allowed Megalodon to venture into freezing polar waters where other cold-blooded sharks would freeze. However, maintaining this internal furnace came at a terrible cost, requiring an astronomical amount of daily calories. To fuel its massive biological engine, a fully grown Megalodon had to consume over 2,500 pounds of food every single day. This insatiable, terrifying hunger began long before they were even born into the open, prehistoric oceans. Megalodon embryos practiced a brutal survival strategy inside their mother's womb, known as intrauterine cannibalism. The strongest unhatched pups would actively hunt and devour their own siblings while still inside the womb. Thanks to this violent, highly competitive head start, a newborn Megalodon baby was born at an incredible length of over 6 feet. These giant babies were larger than most adult human beings the very moment they entered the world. To protect these valuable, massive newborns from other deep-sea predators, mothers utilized special shallow coastal waters. Paleontologists recently discovered an ancient, massive Megalodon nursery area off the coast of prehistoric Panama. In these shallow bays, juvenile Megalodons hunted small fish and ancient turtles until they grew large enough for the deep ocean. As they matured, their teeth transformed, and their diet shifted from reef fish to the largest mammals on Earth. Unlike modern great whites that blindly strike the soft underbelly, Megalodon used a highly calculated surgical combat strategy. Fossil evidence proves that Megalodon intentionally targeted the flippers and tails of large prehistoric whales first. By systematically biting off the flippers, the giant shark completely immobilized its prey, preventing any chance of escape. Once the whale was completely helpless, Megalodon would launch a devastating, crushing strike directly at the chest cavity. Its massive jaws would collapse the whale's rib cage, instantly puncturing the heart and lungs shielded inside. Whale fossils have been discovered with broken megalodon teeth embedded deep inside their shattered, fossilized spinal columns. No creature in the Miocene oceans was safe from this highly strategic apex hunting methodology. Megalodon even preyed upon massive ancient sea turtles, effortlessly crushing their thick, armored shells like crackers. They regularly hunted ancient dolphins, seals, and other fast-moving, agile, predatory marine mammals. The ancient ocean was a non-stop buffet, and Megalodon sat unchallenged at the absolute peak of the marine food web. But Megalodon wasn't entirely alone. It shared these ancient seas with some genuinely terrifying rivals. It swam alongside Leviathan, a colossal prehistoric sperm whale equipped with teeth even larger than Megalodon's. These two prehistoric titans likely engaged in epic, violent battles over territory and hunting rights in the deep ocean. Megalodon also faced intense competition from the early ancestors of killer whales, which hunted in highly organized packs. While a single ancestral orca was no match, a highly coordinated pack could outmaneuver a lone, bulky Megalodon. Despite this fierce competition, Megalodon successfully reigned supreme as the ocean's king for nearly 20 million years. Its geographical footprint was truly global, with fossilized teeth discovered on every single continent except Antarctica. They completely dominated the warm global currents, shaping the entire evolutionary path of marine life for eons. Then, around 3.6 million years ago, this seemingly unstoppable king began to face its ultimate demise. Modern movies claim they survived by hiding in the dark Mariana Trench, but science proves a completely different, tragic reality. The Earth entered a phase of intense global cooling, causing dramatic, irreversible shifts in global oceanic currents. As the oceans cooled, Megalodon's preferred prey, the baleen whales, migrated away to the freezing, nutrient-rich polar regions. Although Megalodon was warm-blooded, its massive, bulky size made it difficult to sustain high-speed swimming in extreme cold. Its warm-bloodedness became a fatal curse. The high metabolic cost required too many calories in a rapidly depleting ocean. At the exact same time, smaller, much more energy-efficient predators began to multiply rapidly across the globe. The newly evolved great white shark and early orcas began outcompeting juvenile megalodons for limited, smaller prey. Starving, unable to follow the whales into the poles, and outcompeted by agile rivals, the giant slowly faded away. By the end of the Pliocene epoch, the largest marine apex predator to ever live was officially and completely extinct. Today, only their petrified teeth remain, resting silently at the bottom of the sea as a monument to their ancient reign. Megalodon is gone forever, but its legacy as the ultimate titan of the deep will continue to haunt our imagination.